It's week 2 of the National Football League. And coming up, we'll see Sam Howell. You can't ask for much. The Bears on Thursday night.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Tonight, we're all Saints taking on the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And not only does he have all the skills that you're looking for as a quarterback, he's incredibly tough and plays the game fearlessly as both a runner and a passer. You provide a good running game around him and let him throw deep off of play action, you've got an all-star in the making.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw complete here to Kmet. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now the first kiss of motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. To throw is Fields. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Isaiah Foskey brings him down. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll be 4th down. Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And trotting out there, a guy who's established himself as a veteran in this league, now in his 5th year at quarterback.
And he comes off an incredible performance in the opener, 5 touchdown passes. Now look, you always want to start strong, but I think that's more than anyone, including himself, could have expected.
Off play action, it's Howell. He completes it to Olave. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage.
I guess we got a good idea about what the game plan is for attacking this secondary. No beating around the bush with this crew. His first throw of the game is a deep shot, and it connects. That's a tendency breaker right there because normally you build up to the big shot, but not in this case.
A first carry for Tyler Algier. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Howell from the gun. Throw out wide is incomplete. Trying to get that one to Chris Olave. But now it'll be 3rd down. You look at this Bears defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go and get to that number 1 spot.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, it's just the way the schedule lines up because everyone's got...
There he goes, right side. Across midfield. He's on his way. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bears will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Starting the drive with Algier. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
Oh, I like that play call there. After a run for good yards, you get a defense thinking they'll go back to the well. So that's a great time to call play action and give your receivers a little extra edge. And they complete the pass there for another first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Chris Olave, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. You look at this Bears defense. Now, they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
It's Howell with another throw. Now we're behind his man, incomplete. Brings up 4th down, solid coverage by the Bears D.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up the running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Back to throw. Fields will get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Fields to Kmet there for a Chicago first. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
2nd and 5. A shotgun snap, Fields. A throw left side, taken in by Kmet. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Fields throwing again. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Bryan Bresee Able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Up the middle they go. Wall. And he's going to build his way forward to the 48. 89 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 40. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
On first down, Wall. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Here's Fields. And he slings one that's incomplete. I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but maybe circle this play, because if they get the stop and hold them to a field goal here, that's a pretty good job. They're already down on the scoreboard.
A stop now would be vital for them because it could save them from having to do it multiple times later in the game in order to either get back into it or maybe have a chance to win.
And this is going to be another first.
And sprinting for a first down.
Ball start, offense.
And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming, pick them up, pick them up. And someone jumped.
Out of the gun, Fields. He's got the connection to Moore. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
Now it's Fields. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set, and racing going 3 wide is a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. So that one a 13-play drive in total, and the end result is a Bears touchdown. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Algier going straight ahead. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. From the 46, here's 2nd down at a yard. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Howell. And his throw here is incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what did you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But it looks like one of the DBs has it, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They'll run on first down. Hobbs escapes the defender. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Throwing here, Howell. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have got it back to within a score. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was Chris Olave who finished things off with a touchdown. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now Fields work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Bears first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Cook up the gut. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. Now a handoff up the middle. Whoa. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Saints' 26. 130 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Okay, let's do our version of name dropping here. Let's show off a little knowledge, right? The A-gap. The gap between the center and the guard on either side, right? Both sides. Control that, you're going to control an inside running game.
And he had to feel satisfied because he hit that gap, broke the contact. He loves that.
That's the best part, right? That's what he's going to ask the coach to run back on film
Let me
review.
see that one more time.
Show that again, coach. Look how my legs kept churning. I just kept moving, and he did to the tune of a big game.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. They'll run. Here's Janovich, the fullback. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Cook will take it in. Touchdown Bears. I tell you, you get the ball down near the goal line, you can be pretty sure that Dalvin Cook is going to get the carry, and he powers his way into the end zone.
Yeah, he's one of those guys that really runs downhill, and what I mean by that, hits a line with such speed and power that tacklers just bounce off of him. In a sense, it feels like the field is tilted, and he's running downhill at the defenders and gaining extra force.
Now the try here for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Chris Olave heads back to the field as his guys get set for another possession. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
We'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter. Second down, Howell back to pass. The pass caught by Olave. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Howell out of the shotgun. That is caught. And he is going to have a Saints first down. And he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Faking the handoff. Howell. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 32 that time.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Howell down to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Rolling to his right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. Up the middle they go. Hobbs. And he is going to have a Saints first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
Pick up of 2 yards. And the Saints first down.
Now they go play action with Howell. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up second down. Out of the gun, it's Howell. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Slants are so tough to cover because everything happens so fast. But sometimes it happens too fast for the guy catching the ball because all of his movements have to be quick off the line of scrimmage, and then all of a sudden the ball's right on top of you. And maybe he got a little bit of hang-ups out there.
A lot of times coming in with good pace, and he dropped it. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
They'll stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. Midfield and inside the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Moore, the man in motion. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Second down and 4.
Brings up second and 4.
From the gun, here's Fields. This will be caught downfield by Moore. Touchdown, Chicago! DJ Moore. 37 yards as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Great corner route there, not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, then you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And the lead is up to 18 now. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it concludes with a touchdown reception by DJ Moore. This taken in right around the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you say, off field only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Just nowhere to go with the football. He was forced to put that one into Lake Michigan. I think his receivers have to do a better job of working free because he didn't have anywhere to go at all on that play.
Now Howell. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Howell to the air on 1st and 10. He completes it to Olave. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards 2:22 on the clock. So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Now Howell. Throwing the slant pattern here complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 27-yard line. Howell from the gun. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Howell, he'll look to throw it. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Saints are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. A 10-play drive that time. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Chicago offense set to get started. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some...
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney, 56 yards. And the Bears will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Saints offense going to head out now late in this first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. He's got a full head of steam. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. And Howell will throw it. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. – He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
3rd and 7.
3rd and 7. 3rd and 7. 3rd and 7. 3rd and 7. 3rd and 7. 3rd and 7. 3rd and 7. 3rd and 7. 3rd and 7. 3rd and 7. 3rd and 7. 3rd and 7. 3rd and 7. 3rd and 7. 3rd and 7. 3rd and 7. 3rd and 7. 3rd and 7. 3rd and 7. 3rd and 7. 3rd and 7. 3rd and 7. 3rd and 7. 3rd and 7. 3rd and 7. 3rd and 7. 3rd and 7. 3rd and 7. 3rd and 7. 3rd and 7. 3rd and 7. 3rd and 7. 3rd and 7. 3rd and 7. 3rd and 7. 3rd and 7. 3rd and 7. 3rd and 7. 3rd and 7. 3rd and 7. 3rd and 7. 3rd and 7. 3rd and
He was defended by Julian Blackman.
Back to throw. Howell. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Howell. This will be caught at about the 5.
Complete to number 8.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
At the Bears' 5-yard line.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Myers' kick is good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a moment. But first, the NFL season is in full swing. Let's show the good folks what we've got in store for us later this weekend here in Week 2. As far as the early games go, we'll be watching that one in Houston. The Texans in for a fight as they'll get set to tangle with the Minnesota Vikings. From Chicago, we head north to the home of their rivals as we check on the Packers at home in Lambeau. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Tampa Bay Bucks. The Bucks looking good to start the year. They go to 2-0 with a road victory. And one final game to highlight. We wrap things up on Monday Night Football, and they've got a good one this week between the LA Chargers and the Buffalo Bills. The Bears were given a solid first half by their quarterback, Justin Fields. He threw a first quarter touchdown pass, then 2 more in the second quarter, a 3-touchdown half. And he may just be getting started.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Now the focus goes back to Chris Olave, the Saints offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
At the 30-yard line.
On second, here's Algier. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up third down.
Powell. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they have any designs of getting back into this football game in the second half. They're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. To return is McKenzie. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Bears take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looks for the out route, and it's complete to Kmet. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
142 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Fields. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. 7 yards there on a first down. On play action, Fields. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Saints' 35-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Wall. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
On first down, Fields. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Holding. Offense.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now Fields. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. This from 44 yards away. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Howell. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Perry on the move to the right. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Balled at the 26, 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Up the middle they go. Hobbs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked it down to force a 4th down?
Myers' kick is good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the third quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the one touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the third quarter. 2nd and 10. Fields now to throw. And down he goes. Nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run, too. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. And that flag accepted. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Fields. A throw left sideline, falls incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
To throw is Fields. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Fields throwing again. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Isaiah Foskey able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Here's Howell to throw on 2nd down. He's got a man. It's his fullback. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, they certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 47 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Howell down to throw it. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and a yard. Algier now up the middle. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
And the Saints, 1st down.
Throwing here, Howell. Quick hitter here, it's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 43-yard line.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the fourth quarter of play. Second down, Howell now. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
From the gun on third down, Howell. Slant pass complete to Olave. And he is going to have a Saints first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6. Back to throw again. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
He'll throw over the middle, taken in. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 16. A good pickup there, a 22.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
In motion is Shenault. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 15-yard line.
On the give, it's Algier. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 8. Now a handoff up the middle. Hobbs, and this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Myers' kick is good. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
11 yards for number 11. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard
Back to throw. Fields. That pass complete to Moore. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. On second down now, Wall. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Wall. Tackle there by Lewis Cine.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's Fields. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Isaiah Foskey in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. Brian Brzee, his 2nd sack of the night.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today. But on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. First down, and they'll start with Algier. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Now Howell. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Now Howell. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And this one will be brought back to the 22. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know it feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Onto the field now come the Bears. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Play action. It's Fields. That's to Moore. He's got it. Touchdown Bears. A great play there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Bears are on their way to a 2-0 start. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Second down, Howell back to pass. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Howell to the air on 1st and 10. Throw left side, going to be caught by Shenault. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where, as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Howell, he'll look to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 3rd and 4. And Howell will throw it. A quick throw there is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
He's got his target. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Algier. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. And now they're in the hurry-up. Back to throw. Howell. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's McBride. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Howell. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Faking the handoff. Howell. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Laviska Shenault. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Saints have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Well, they needed 3 scores to have any chance. There's the first of the 3 as they get into the end zone.
Yeah, Brandon, I think that our guys at Next Gen Stats in charge of the win probability are probably saying your chances still aren't great. But now, you still got more than 3 minutes to go. You got to focus on the task at hand, which is going to be getting the football back as quickly as possible.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A 1st down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. And it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
They run it again with Cook. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Now this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And he is going to have the Bears first, and that should be the capper. They'll try the middle with Cook. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. But now he appears to be in some pain. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. On 3rd down and short and everything well executed. He not only gets the 1st down, Charles, he gets the touchdown as well.
And you see the defense commit to the run so often in these situations. There's always that little bit of hesitancy, isn't there, partner? Thinking that they may play action you. They took advantage of that hesitancy and found their way into the end zone with a running play.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 19-point game. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The New Orleans offense set to take over. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Howell.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
On 3rd down, Howell. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it. An in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
4th down, Howell, desperation time. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it looks like the Bears are going to win the football game. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. So it's the Bears who come away with the victory, and that's thanks largely to the play of their quarterback, Justin Fields, CD.
Yeah, there's no question who the star of this game was. What a performance throwing the football. Over 300 yards, 4 touchdown passes. That's quarterback.